Bear reacts to everything. It's time to react to everything.
Hello there and welcome to Bear Reacts About Everything. Bears are the people living in Russia. No, I'm not Russian, but I made this channel because I felt like there's a lot of information out there that I would like to express my opinion, and hopefully it will come across as an informed opinion coming from someone who's educated, and I'd like to give my viewpoints and meaningful solutions, maybe suggest some solutions to these issues. So I'll be covering AI tools. There are a lot of new developments in AI. My thesis for my Bachelor of Science Honours from London Metropolitan was about AI, and I designed AI as a godhead with a knowledge base, a decision base, and a sensory base. So the sensory is what it can read, what you can say to it. The knowledge base is a database of events correlated by what happened in those events. You need to know what happened. If you tell a child, don't put your finger on the hot plate, you're going to burn your fingers, it will do it until the child burns its fingers. I learned something. So that's the knowledge base of events and their repercussions. And going forward, the decision base. So what should I do with this information? Now I know what it does and I've got the input. Now I need to put it through together and project it. So yeah, AI tools. I designed it a long time ago for my thesis for my degree, many years ago. X is an excellent news source for suppressed news. One of the channels I follow, suppressed news, things that you don't see on CNN, which is progressively becoming fake news channel. I like to go to Euronews, X, goodnewsnetwork.org. So those, I am a gamer, so I have another gaming channel, Bear Gaming, but I'm not going to speak about those. I'll speak about gaming news or game development news. I do make a nice pizza cooking channel. We'll be talking about some junk food because I eat very well in the week, and on the weekends I like to not do that. I am also a musician, so I play my own guitar solo. Got an audio input device into my computer, and so I'll be singing as well as playing guitar into that. And anything going viral, that's the new channel. 0 videos. That's Penguin Z Guy. He's a famous YouTuber. He's a gamer. So is Asmongold. He liked World of Warcraft. I'm also a Taekwondo practitioner. I have another one there, and I love all this conspiracy theories, as they call it, about UFOs and giants and things like that. The Mandela effect. So these are the main channels that I like. So let's get into today's posts. Today I want to cover the BRICS channel on X, which is the Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa Alliance. Initially, it was developed for developing nations to be able to increase financial ties, trade ties, and as a way to help these developing countries develop. South Africa has always been a developing country. Although China is very technologically advanced and so on, 80% of it is rural. Brazil, as you know, is very much urbanized. You know what I mean? So I found this post today about the idea that the BRICS countries will move away from the dollar while we stand by and watch is over. We require commitment from these countries. They will never create a new BRICS currency. It has already been created, as well as an independent banking system for transfer of currency, as well as other currency, a cryptocurrency between these countries already exists to replace the dollar, right? Or they will be faced 100% tariffs. The reason why the alliance was formed in the first place is because of, I think, logistics restraints to trade with the West. The globe is like an apple, and if you cut it in half, you have the East, and you have the West, and it's just logistically not possible to trade with those numbers but with boats going up and down. They can, to a certain extent, do, but it's not in the billions of numbers, I don't think. So I think the tariffs threat is irrelevant because we don't trade with the United States anyway. There was Adidas and McDonald's, whoop-de-doo, junk food and sneakers. Wave goodbye, we never said hello. Okay, so today I would like to showcase this channel. Well, this, yeah, is it called a channel? It's got a timeline, yeah. So Z says 20% of the world's entire gold reserves are with these 5 nations. I wonder if this includes the 17 nations as well as Dubai. Interesting news. So that was Trump's shindig, and this was 4 hours ago. This was Xi's shindig. Please stop arming Taiwan. So we all know what's happening there. There's a dispute that China was part of, Taiwan was part of old China and cannot have its independence. It was granted their independence as a gift, I think, something like that, the same as the Ukraine. And then this. Xi Jinping tells Trump, we have to get along. So Trump probably said, okay, you can have Taiwan peacefully if you don't do crypto with BRICS or help them get their own financial payment system. But this was 2019. It's 2024. So this handshake was 5 years ago. So tensions are flaring between China and the USA. China, the developing nation, has been busy. Like that. There's another one down here of Russia also doing the same. Where is it? Here we go. Hey, handsome. This is Russia's one. Another developing country. Ignition start. 10 seconds. 20 секунд. First 20 seconds. First ignition. Something like that. So I just wanted to connect the 2 rocket launches on the same channel. It's not like I'm skipping all this content today. I just want a quick overview of this very interesting BRICS channel. So I would like a lot of people to follow it because it's really truthful news. There's no fake news here. This is all really, really happening, right? It's unbiased as well, I think. Okay, so FBI director in the States, another thing had to do with BRICS. I'm not going to talk about that. This is a reiteration of Trump's Truth Social post, which he posted at the same time on X. It's just the same thing about the 100% trade tariff to be imposed on countries that don't trade with the United States anyway. Okay, so the reason why LGBT is considered an extremist organization is because they were plotting to do some unpeaceful demonstrations as well as attack family values. That 2 men can adopt a child, I think, is absurd. So, yeah. That's why it's extremist to fight for that kind of right. It's not okay. You can be gay in Russia, no problem. Many gays are here. The thing is, you can't publicize it or make an advertisement. There's these straight people going around with signs, I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight. I don't know why they need this attention about their orientation. It's a propaganda, right? And as well as extremist. There were some posts and videos about a bar and a nightclub that was raided and so on. So I guess it's a group gathering, right? We don't have straight clubs. Do we need straight clubs for only straight people? This is discriminatory in itself from the initiation of the concept. Syria's been on the attack, on the defense for a long time. They had the most powerful air force in the whole Middle East, more than the Israelis, and that's when they started being attacked. So this is just an ongoing thing there. It's been going on forever. Nuclear testing, yes, yes. Defend the sovereignty against imperialists. I think these are two manifestos, something like that. Some kind of agreement books. Syria's getting weapons. So this is 14 hours ago, and there was another one 4 hours ago, and then 2 hours ago. So this is kind of like a repeating topic about the tariffs. It's spaceless because we're sanctioned already, and South Africa never had trade with states, so here's the original Truth Social post. How many hours? 13 hours. Germany, the European Union, that's got nothing to do with BRICS. China says it's ready to defend justice in the world with Russia. Yes, when you pledge to your country, you say that respect, loyalty, freedom, justice, and that your country may be glorious and free. So this justice part is, I think, the part that's pretty much missing in the world nowadays, isn't it? So if you take an apple and you cut it in half, meaning the earth, the globe, and the west, you get your pie and I get my pie, there should be two hegemonies. The world is not big enough for one hegemony. So BRICS should pursue hegemony of the East, while NATO can have hegemony of the West. That will be the peaceful, amicable agreement. It's quite sane from a logistics trade standpoint, never mind political disparities. So Syria has got a lot of terrorists there. Russia is going to supply Syria with weapons to help fight against the terrorists. I wonder which terrorists, Islamists, extremists, Muslims. We can't name them anything, just extremists, okay? They don't have a label. The label list extremists have been bold. Okay. That's got nothing to do with BRICS. We saw that. Okay, these are two Russia and Korean army guys talking. Yeah, this was another thing I wanted to comment about. Russia produces more military rounds, ammunition, meaning, mortars and things like that, than the entire NATO does in a month. So Russia's half the size of the United States, demographically speaking, half the amount of people. But Russia only has 50 billion in debt, or had 50 billion in debt with the International Monetary Fund, while the United States has 30 trillion minus. The value of the dollar is minus 30 trillion. Never mind plus. Plus is all the fake things we print for the economy. Missile production up by 10. Okay, that's exactly what I just said. 12 to 1. It's actually 12 to 1. But let's call it strict 10 to 1. Bill Gates, what do I think about you? Bill Gates, I love your pastel design of your windows. This has not got nothing to do with bricks, but I suppose everybody uses a computer. What was shocking that he recently stood on the court on the side of depopulation of the world. I don't know, for whatever reason. I think the world has got a lot of open ground for people to just go. 8 billion could possibly be 80 billion people on the planet. So I don't think he meant it. What I do like about him, Windows 11 is free. If you take your Windows 10 OEM and you reinstall 11, even a clean copy and format the drive, it does actually take your OEM key over to the next one anyway. So I like Windows. I prefer that. I'll never use Apple. It's too expensive. This A50 has a 50 megapixel Qualcomm processor. It's as powerful as iPhone 12. It costs $150. I don't understand why you buy iPhones for the same hardware with crazy prices. Stupid. Okay, so I just wanted to introduce you to this channel. I wanted to cover this. I won't mention the corruption of Zelensky's government and his yachts and his businesses, which suddenly sprung up after all this billions of dollars were flown through. How the fired/retired members of his government now have millions of euros worth of property in Europe and who now live there. I'm not even going to say it. Your ears are lying. I didn't say it. I'm glad Turkey's in on joining NATO. BRICS. That's going to be cool. I lived in Turkey for a long time. Okay, so I hope my opinions came across as informed, as an educated person, not talking rubbish. I hope I wasn't too biased in any way. I have lived in the United States for 2 years. I was in Bozeman, Montana, Washington, Seattle, California, Santa Monica, and I love it. It's a very beautiful country, and every Russian citizen secretly loves American things, products, people, Levi's, all those things. So don't think that the people have any harsh feelings toward one another. It's 100% political. And if these people look at each other and say, "You're too far away to trade, bro. How are you doing? Your boat hasn't arrived. Oh, here's Canada's 59 18-wheelers full of trade." You know, that's what's going on here. Logistics. So thank you very much for listening. This was the first video. I'm planning on doing an AI tools, one of the components of AI tomorrow, which will be, I think the most interesting is images. So I'll do images, video, writing, each day a different version of it. I can't cover the AI tools in one video. It's going to be I think a two-week piece, but I'm going to split it up. I'll talk about other things in between all of that. So thank you very much for your time. You do have a good day. Bye for now.